to Winning on Wednesday. My name is Juan Vides, and the purpose we're here is to simply get to know each other. I always say people do business who they know, like, and trust. Speaking of knowing and liking and trusting, I would like to introduce my friend Samuel Ortiz. How are you, señores?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Juan. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for the invitation too.
Yeah, so quickly, please introduce yourself, please.
My name is Samuel Ortiz. Dominican from Dominican Republic. I've been here over 30 years now, so I'm part of the US too. And working in the construction industry. That is what basically I do. And be part of this community, Long Island community, for over 13 years now already.
Wow, excellent. So take us all the way back. You said you are from the Dominican Republic?
Yes.
S-
I was born there in the called Santiago,
Santiago.
Santiago, Dominican Republic. So I was born in the really poor and bad neighborhood. It's called Pekin. Um, so when I grew up, I never feel like a poor because my family, my dad, and my mother always they treat us well, even when we were five kids. We never feel the need or anything like that. That we didn't know the difference because we always have things to eat, enjoy the day, and have fun. So we, even when we were in the really bad neighborhood, we always feel good. So it was over there that I was born up to 50 years old, and then I moved to the state.
And when you were a kid, what did you have any inspirations of what you wanted to be or become? I know a lot of this. I know baseball is a big influence in the Dominican Republic because I have a lot of friends who are Dominicans and they're into baseball. So it's really interesting. It's not like other Latin Americans. It's like soccer or football, but baseball, I know it's.
You know that even when I was I was into sport when I was a kid, and many other games that you play in the street over there because all the kids in the afternoon when they're free of school, they used to go and play different games. I never was interested in like in baseball, like to become a baseball players or anything like that. My dad and my mom, they didn't go to school. They were not professional. So even when my mom trying to input that into us, like, hey, go to school, but it was okay for them even if we didn't go to university. The good things for them it was to be an honest person, to have a really good value, to work hard because you have to start working early over there. Like when I was 12 years old, I have to sometimes bring shoes to my house to clean it for other people and make some money and
Wow.
all the type of things. So it wasn't like the typical Dominican that you see over there. It was more like you have to be a good man, you have to be a good woman in case of my sister, and you have to work hard to get wherever you want. So that was the
Yes.
main things that they put in our mind.
It's out of necessity too. You had to work out of necessity. I mean, at such a early age. I mean, like I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I mean, and that in sense, you had to like grow up quickly. You know,
Yes,
like
yes.
it's almost like you missed out on almost childhood, and almost like, but at the same time, it made you who you become now. But I would definitely like to hear more about that. Now, what about any hobbies or interests that you had when you were growing up?
Yeah, when I was a kid, you play as you mentioned baseball. It's a baseball that we play over there in the street that you don't see here in the U.S. So you play baseball, you play basketball. I was all into all those type of things. Playing all the way with my friends. But it wasn't that much of the school influence. Like I didn't have any friends. I just of hundreds of friends that I have as a little kid, maybe one or two of my friends went to university or graduate from high school. So that wasn't the main influence on me when I was a little kid. So it was mainly, as I say before, we play many hobbies and the street, but mainly street things, sport.
I know. Wow. I know you mentioned your parents. Any other role models that you've had and inspired you?
Yes, both of them, both of them. My mom and my dad, they were Superman, Superwoman for me. Like my mom has to stay home with five kids, four
Wow.
boys and one
Wow.
girl, which it was really hard for her. We were no easy growing up, and my dad have to work hard and even have to leave the country to come here to the US and
Mm.
start working here to support us over there. So
Oh, wow.
they were my role model. Like I wanna be, I wanna grow up, I wanna have my family. I wanna work hard as my dad, and that was the most important people in my life.
Right. They instilled family values in you, that you
Yes.
imprinted it and you said, I mean, same with me, my parents too, they come from a sixth grade education from El Salvador and but the one thing I have to tell you that, and I say this to everybody, in all due respect, I mean, I'm not putting the universities down like, Harvard, Ivy Leagues. I'm not putting them down. I'm not saying this. But one of the things I think that they won't teach that my parents taught me is compassion and love and compassion. You can't learn that
Yeah.
from universities. I mean, that comes instilled from your parents. So,
Yeah.
or if you didn't have parents, you could get that, comes from within you. How you treat others and that and that it leads to success. People who treat others with respect and love and compassion, and you put that into business, you become more successful.
And this my mother, it was always in church, and she tried to teach us the value of the Bible. Since we were a little kid, I remember when my mother every day used to wake us at 6 in the morning,
Wow.
five kids, 6 in the morning, because we need to read the Bible.
Wow.
And that was like an assignment for her. Like she have to do it every single day.
Y-
And it's not easy to deal with five kids that is
mm,
rooming in the morning, that we
but
don't want to wake up or anything like that. She used to do it. It has to be. And we used to read the Bible 6 in the morning every day. So
wow.
she put those values on us, even when
Yeah. And,
the neighborhood it wasn't good. Many things going on in our
and
life, in school and anything, always we keep, like, even today when we are grown men and grown women,
right.
those values, be
and and
humble.
and discipline, important discipline, because
Yes.
having the consistency of being 6 o'clock in the morning, waking up and being ready, it takes a lot of discipline for that. It takes a lot of
Yes.
energy. It does take a lot. So wow, kudos to her for. So I'm just curious, how do you feel? Do you still wake up at 6 in the morning to this? And then do you still do you still like?
That is something that it doesn't matter the time. It could be 6, it could be 4 in the morning, it could be 5, it could be 8. I cannot go out of my house without be say thank you to God for the day.
Wow, wow, yeah. Thank you
Like
for
even
bless.
today,
Yes,
I have to
yes.
get a minute or 2 minutes or three
Yep.
minutes or whatever. So to read something, to
Wow.
meditate, and to play before I
Yes.
leave.
It's interesting you say that because right now in the world that we are in this climate, everybody is so negative and everybody's against each other, everybody's fighting. We have to be positive, and we have to be thankful, be
Yes.
appreciative, and to your point, I wake up every morning and I thank God I'm alive. Thank God that I have my health. We have to be grateful
Yes.
sometimes with ourselves first. Remember, it always starts with ourselves first, right? Before we start helping others. And we have to also be thankful with ourselves, make sure we have good health, good people, family, everything. It starts within ourselves. So,
Yeah.
wow, it's amazing. Tell us about your first job experience, like your real job, your real like corporate job. How was that like? And tell us a little bit about that.
I moved to Puerto Rico when I was 15. My dad was living there, and he wants me to go and join, hang over there, because he was some of my older brothers. I was one of the youngest one, left to New York, to where I live now. And he stayed in Puerto Rico. So he wants to bring me over there. So I went over there, and I started working because I didn't want my dad to pay everything for me. So I got into a supermarket. I remember I used to be the one packing all, everything for the clients, the customer that went to the supermarket and taking the car. You don't see that anymore much here in the US. Before it used to be really famous. Everybody, somebody packing it for you and taking the car to your car and unpack it for you to take it to the car. So that
Mm.
was my first formal job in the supermarket that I
And
used to do.
what was the name of that one? You don't remember, right?
Supermercado Amigo.
Oh, supermercado. But that's really cool that they had a like 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 a server with you, like somebody
Yes.
being a service to you. That's kind of cool. But you know what? They should bring that back, especially because, as you know, the population is aging now, so we do have a lot of seniors now, and that is something that could be very helpful for seniors to have somebody, escort them throughout the supermarket to help them pack it and all unpack. That's really cool. They should. I
Yeah.
think they should bring it back. I think sometimes they all bring stuff back. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
maybe,
No. You
but
know, with the bagging things nowadays, that no more bagged and things like that. So it should be also another reason to bring it back because now they have to put everything in their own bag or in their own cart and walk out of the supermarket to
mm,
unpackage. But it was really good job. I enjoy it. I
so
think I have enjoyed every work that I have done because I put even I made some customer of mine that used to go to the supermarket and look for myself. Like I want this guy to pack my things. So
that's good. Well,
it was really good.
it's interesting you say that because, in a way, in a sense, you kind of like branded yourself. You branded yourself as being the good guy, you had customer service. People remember you, and you always remember the good people wherever you go. You wanted the same experience, the positive.
Yes.
Again, we're talking about positive experience and thankful experience and be appreciative. And I think if you ever resonate that, we always want that, because that's the same thing. The guy who made my sandwich, I want that guy who made the sandwich. He
Yeah.
took the time to
Yeah.
make the
Yeah.
sandwich. Please make it the same way you did it last time. So it's
Yes.
it's funny. Um, so you went from there, and now take us the journey from what you're doing now. I mean, how did you go from groceries? And by the way, I work for Trader Joe's. Little side note, as a manager for Trader Joe's for 7 years, many years ago. That's my past life. But you and I have something in common, the grocery stores. But how did you go from the grocery stores to construction?
From there, I went to school. I went to the college. I went to the university.
Hmm.
And my mom wanted me to, even when she didn't force me, but she put into me like, hey, go and get a better education. And even when since I was little, I was into the construction business because my dad used to do, even when he used to employ other people for his houses that he has in Dominican Republic to do construction and all that.
Oh, wow.
And when I get to Puerto Rico, when I went to college, I need to find a way also to make extra money because I didn't have my parents to pay for my school. So I have to pay myself. So I was working besides going to school and getting 18 credit or 20 or 21 credit. I have
Wow.
two or three jobs at the same time.
Yeah.
And the weekend I used to go to say to the people, hey, listen, if you need something to do in your home, to the professors or to somebody in the faculty, if you need
Wow.
somebody to go and clean the patio or do something in your house, I'm willing to. So I became in the university the best cleaning guy to mop the floor,
Well, you market
to
yourself. Wow. You market
do
yourself.
everything.
Wow. Wow.
And when they want to clean the patio, they used to call me, hey son, I need to cut the glass, do all the things in the house. I used to go over there. So I started doing all that in college. I graduated from college.
Oh, which college you go to?
Uh, it's a it's a private college in Puerto Rico called U is in English UAA UAA is University Adventist of Antillians. So I studied over there theology, business administration, and almost finished associate in nursing.
Oh, wow.
So I did those. Then from there, I worked in Puerto Rico for 1 year, and then they offered me a job in Florida because I went to to assist on one of the summer internship to Orlando, Florida. And the institution that I work over there, they love it the way that I work. And they say, they look for me. After 1 year I graduate, they send me an invitation. We want to hire you. We want you to come to Florida. And I accept the invitation. I went over there, I went to work. And while I was working there, that institution, school, and church, um, it was some friends or people that belong to that institution that used to do construction. And I always say to them, listen, in my free time, call me because I want to make extra money. And they used to call me on the weekends. And
Wow.
also they used to call me when I have any free day during the week. I say, Sam, today we're going to do tile. We need a helper. Simon, we need to do sheetrock. We need a helper. So I used to go over there and help them doing that.
Wow. That's amazing that you hustled and you were going to school and that's
Yeah.
amazing.
So
Um yeah, go ahead.
so that happened when I started working over there after I get out of school. And then after that, I decided to do my master. I got my master in social work.
Oh,
So I had my master in social work. So you see the little kid that didn't have any goal when he was a kid, but I started developing and I started meeting new people, new family, new people with because listen, sometimes you influenced by the whoever is around you. When you
right.
don't have anybody that went to college or become doctor or become whoever else, that you have your just kid around you that go to do work as most of my friends used to do. This is the only thing that you think about. I have to get out of here, finish high school, and work, and that's it. But when I start going to school and college, I start envisioning all the people, and I say, "Oh my God, that guy is want to be a doctor. This guy want to do this," and I always have passion to help people. So I say, you know what? I think I want to become a social worker. I want to help. And I did that. And I worked for one of the biggest hospital in the United States as a social worker. It's Florida Hospital. I worked over there for 4 years. I worked on the CVPCU, cardiovascular open heart surgery. I became a case manager for a group of the main surgeon, open heart surgeon in the United States. And it was so stressful,
Wow. Yeah, I could imagine. Wow.
it was really good. But at that time I said, you know what? I need to do something else. It was so stressful. I burned out. And I say, I think that I should do something. I want to do a business. I want to become a businessman. And that is when I start envisioning to do something different. And one of the things that was on my side, it was construction.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you. That's amazing. At this point, I like to call the golden nugget moment. The golden nugget moment is where if you want to leave any piece of information behind that can help somebody to be a better person, better their career, anything that you learn from your journey that you've gone through, what that you want to leave behind, any kind of nuggets that you want to leave behind.
One of the things I think is doesn't matter whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter whatever you want to do, any business or any things that you want to start from the beginning and give it to, you always have to have passion. That is one of the things. Because Steve Jobs once say, like, if you don't have passion, we all the struggle that come to business or come to life is easy to quit. It's really easy. Because even when you see the successful people today, like many people see me today and they say, oh, he has a good construction company. But they don't know behind that is almost 15 years or struggle. Waking up at 4 in the morning, going home at 9 p.m. to go take a bath, take a shower, going to bed, and wake up the next day at 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Now they see it because they see me that I don't have to wake up at 4 in the morning anymore. Oh, this is good. Construction is good. Listen, if you don't have passion at the beginning, if all the sacrifice that you have to do, it doesn't matter whatever you do. If you want to become a doctor, if you want to become, you want to do start any business, it's always you need to sacrifice. It's always no easy at the beginning. So one of the things I always say, you have to have passion, because passion and make you believe, and you believe, then you can be persistent because you believe in something that you can do. So those three things is passion, then they become the belief, the faith, and then the persistent to get to your goal. So that
Right.
would be
And
the things that I would advise anyone to have before
wow.
you start any journey in your life.
Absolutely. And don't give up. Always fight, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. And what about networks or organizations that you belong to? What or spheres of influence? Do you belong to any of those?
Right now, I start because I come from the social work area. So I used to do many missionary trip before. After I started working in construction, it's consumed my times and everything. So a few years ago, my sister, my younger sister, she belonged to the education system in Dominican Republic. And she started telling me about some kids that didn't have any resources to buy even the school things that they need, a pencil, a backpack, and things like that. So I start by myself without any organization. I start donating to those people. This year we helping around 100 family. So we collect for them, and also for Christmas we always do an event that we set even homeless person and some poor family, we send food to them, to my neighborhood, especially in DR. So that is what I've been doing on my own lately for
That's
the last few
amazing.
years.
That's amazing. Never forgot when you got where you came from, man. That's amazing.
Yes,
That's
yes.
wow, wow, amazing. Now let's talk about TCR Builders. Talk about the services, what you do.
Yeah.
Tell us about TCR Builders now. Tell us about the services that you guys offer.
Many years ago, when I first started in the roofing industry, I think that I met you when I was there.
Right.
And what always in mind when I start and I say, you know what, I believe that one day we can build homes, new homes, that we can build, do extensions and dormers and things like that. That was around 15 years ago. And then little by little, every year we start adding services, roofing, windows, siding, then bathroom, then kitchen, then remodeling. And over 5 years ago, we start building new homes.
Wow.
So, and we start now doing extensions, dormers. I have a really good team that um, I have to be thankful to God because every day, this cruise is amazing. They believe in me. They believe in my vision. Even before, when I put the name TCR Builders, we were not building anything, and they were asking me. Some friend of mine would say, "Sam, why are you using that name? You just do home improvement and regular. Why the builder?" And I say, because we're gonna be builders. We're going to. And I really thankful for the team that they believe in me. They say, let's do it. I think we can do it. And I started working with awesome people. I have worked with most of the big companies in Long Islands. And from there, I met really good teams. And we start working together. We decide, you know what, let's work for us and let's work for the customers. And we've been doing this and we enjoy it. And that is what we do as a TCR builders. We provide services for our customers. Now we been growing. Now we have architects that working with us too. We have interior designer that working with us too. So we becoming like a one-stop shop for the customers.
Wow.
And that is what we're doing now.
Wow, you expanded. I'm like, I remember when you just do, like you said, you were just doing roofs. Now, like
Yes,
interior designers. Wow, that's truly amazing. And
yes,
again, and
yes.
out of curiosity, what TCR is? What remind me what it stands for?
Total construction remodeling.
Total construction remodeling. Okay, excellent. What made
Yes.
you? What inspired you? Out of curiosity, to get that name. What inspired you?
That is the thing that when I choose the name, as I say, I wasn't even doing half of what we're doing today. And it was visionary. Like I say, I want to do everything. I want to get into construction and we want to do everything. Almost everything. Construction is so broad. And now We even working in Long Island is our main home, Nassau and Suffolk. And this year we're gonna start working internationally in Dominican Republic.
Oh
We
wow.
we started building. We're
Eh,
gonna build six
so
villas in Dominican Republic. So we're expanding and we wanna.
so so you're going global.
Hey, let's see. But right now, New York, and Dominican Republic, Long
You know what?
Island, and Dominican Republic.
Hey, you never know. I mean, I
Yeah,
mean, is that your ultimate vision for this? Like, as you were roofing, when we first met, and this was your vision. What do you see your vision now? Like, now that you have this,
we want to
what?
become national. That is one of the things. Yes, national. United States. I think we are formulating our plans right now. It's something that is gonna take few years from now. Because we want to dominate Long Island first. We branding, expanding now. People, many realtors, many brokers, many people in the community, many of our old customers is suggesting referring to us. So architects, engineers now is recognizing us and say, listen, we want to hire you guys to do this project, this house. And I think after we really dominate this area, Long Island, because for us, Long Island is like a country, a small country. It's 5 million people here.
Wow.
It's a
Yeah.
big market. So after we dominate this area, I think that we can start expanding. And that is our plans. We
Wow.
want to expand.
Wow, that's amazing. Great stuff. Thank you for sharing your story. And if people want to get to learn more about you and get in contact with you, what is the best way?
They can call us 516-727-3060. Also, we have our website, www.tcrbuilders.com. And also we have our Instagram page, TCR Builders G, with the G as group. So they can also look us on the social media.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. And if you want to be a guest on Winning on Wednesday, please go to our website, www.winningonwednesday.com, and sign up as a first-time guest. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, and you've been great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Juan.
Okay, bye-bye.